Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. This is a story that you might remember from a while back where the left went completely insane when they saw this bill that Ron DeSantis introduced. I remember Ron Perlman made a video.
Good morning, Governor DeSantis. Ron here. Um, don't say gay. Don't say as the first two words in a sentence spoken by a political leader of a state in the United States of America. Don't say.
And it was an example of how the left just sees what they want to see. They didn't spend 5 seconds in looking into the actual bill and reading it. So let's get into this article real quick. I want to keep this one short and sweet if I can. From the Daily Mail, Florida settles Don't Say Gay bill lawsuit in deal Governor Ron DeSantis claims is a major win for his conservative agenda, as teachers are given new guidelines for discussing sexual orientation and gender ID in the classroom. The settlement clarifies what is allowed in Florida classrooms following passage 2 years ago of the law prohibiting instructions on sexual orientation and gender identity in early grades. In the statement, DeSantis' office described the deal as a major win and the law formerly known as Parental Rights in Education Act remaining intact. So let's read that again. The law prohibits instructions on sexual orientation and gender identity in early grades. That doesn't say anything about gay. It doesn't say anything at all about not saying anything, right? It is prohibiting any instruction, gay, straight, whatever, being taught in the early grades, right? So in a statement, DeSantis' office described the deal as a major win with the law formerly known as the Parental Rights in Education Act remaining intact. Quote, we fought hard to ensure this law couldn't be maligned in court as it was in the public arena by the media and large corporate actors, said Ryan Newman, an attorney for the state of Florida. We are victorious and Florida's classrooms will remain a safe place under the Parental Rights in Education Act. Opponents said the law had created confusion about whether teachers could identify themselves as LGBTQ+, or even if they could have rainbow stickers in the classrooms. Other states used the Florida law as a template to pass prohibitions on classroom instruction on gender identity or sexual orientation. Alabama, Arkansas, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, and North Carolina are among the states with versions of the law. The law has been championed by the Republican governor since before its passage in 2022 by the GOP-controlled Florida legislature. It barred instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through third grade, and it was expanded to all grades last year. Republican lawmakers had argued that parents should broach these subjects with children and that the law protected children from being taught about inappropriate material. Opponents of the law, as originally written, also said it created a chilling effect in classrooms. Some teachers said they were unsure if they could mention or display a photo of their same-sex partner in the classroom. In some cases, books dealing with LGBTQ+ topics were removed from the classrooms and lines mentioning sexual orientation were excised from school musicals, even though it had done so a year earlier. Under the terms of the settlement, the Florida Board of Education will send instructions to every school district saying the Florida law doesn't prohibit discussing LGBTQ+ people nor prevent anti-bullying rules on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity or disallow gay-straight alliance groups. Students and teachers can discuss sexual orientation and gender identity in Florida classrooms, provided it's not a part of instruction. The settlement also spells out that the law is neutral, meaning what applies to LGBTQ+ people also applies to heterosexual people, and that it doesn't apply to library books not being used for instruction in the classroom. So some of those inappropriate books are still going to be in the library. So there's still going to be access in the schools to that type of stuff, but it's just not going to be taught directly from the teachers exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. This is progress in the right direction. Is it perfect? No. But to me, we want to protect the children, especially the young ones, from this type of exposure in schools. Even if it's outside of the classroom in the library. You know how kids are. They'll go find that book in the library when they're all in the library for some reason, and they're going to look at it, right? They're going to read it. Curiosity, giggles, whatever. So they're still going to be exposed to that type of stuff. And I don't think that should be provided by publicly funded schools, especially if the parents don't approve, right? But like I said, this is still a step in the right direction. We have to protect the children's innocence, right? Once it's gone, you never get it back. It's something worth protecting and preserving. So, if you agree with that, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.